So, okay, now that I turned off my mute, you can actually hear me. So, I am having the issue that looking at the wide graph down here, I am not getting anything into WSJTX. Now, I am piping the sound from my IC7100 into OBS and into the stream so you can hear it. So WSJTX should be able to hear it as well. So that is what I'm currently trying to debug. And there is Temporary Online. Thank you for joining us. And let me copy. There is the Streamlabs link if anyone wants to actually join me. And let me go over and pin that. Uh, just a moment. I am okay. So I've pinned the StreamYard link, and if anyone wants to join me, yikes, that is a mess of a link. In just a moment, I'm going to paste the StreamYard link also in Discord a moment. There. So yeah, I have this issue with Windows wanting to mess up my sound cards. So I have that every so often. So like it's a battle trying to figure out what's actually going on with that of the routing of my sound. So audio is here and you can't see my settings, but audio is there. Why is not working? Do, do, do. And I don't know. Anyone, Tio, do you have any thoughts on how to fix Windows? Usually I can get it, but unfortunately it's not the same. And for some reason, it has in apps, it is showing my WSJTX as here. Let me Uh, no, sorry, I'm trying to, uh, there. So so this is the thing that I don't know enough about Windows control panel is this zero volume right there. I don't know why that is set the way it is, and why I can't adjust and I don't know if it's because WSJTX isn't actually trying to output anything or what. But yeah, I have it here so that my USB audio codec, which is my IC 7100, is set. So I don't know. Um, so that's currently what I'm playing with, trying to figure out. Yeah, I agree with you. Temporary offline. It's in my settings somewhere, and I just can't. Um, Currently at a loss for exactly where it is. And hello in NCT. I am currently trying to figure out why my WSJTX is not getting any sound. Um, I'm just checking to see if in the settings if there's anything that I can do to have it bypass any of the Windows audio settings. This is annoying. And you guys can hear, you can see it coming through on your into the stream, and I hear it through the IC 7100. So I'm just at a loss for why. So here are my settings. Oh, that's 50%. That's typically where I want it. Oh, this is frustrating. For my setting, uh, I have the settings I have is a USB audio codec, which is what the they are. That's what the IC 70 100 comes in as. So this is here, both set to the input and output. And then here under app settings, I have it also set. And this time it actually comes up. So that's the where it's supposed to be, I believe. But I do not. Let's see if restarting it will work or will help. Yes, I am using the release candidate. So there, there we go. So that was my problem. It looks like is I need to fix things in Windows settings, and then restart the program. So it looks like everything is fixed now. And so the problem was I needed to restart the I once I set up the fix the issues in the Windows sound settings, I needed to restart WSJTX to clear things out. Yep, Hammer do. That's exactly what I needed to do. Is I needed to restart the program. So for those joining us, I have pinned the StreamYard link up on top. So if anyone is interested, they are welcome to click the link and I will pull you into the stream. And let me check. So no one has joined us so far, but yes, I'm seeing some weird colors. So let's go over here. Let's see about getting Dominican Republic. Oh, I need to check my graph here a minute and see where I am outputting. Okay, it doesn't look too busy over there where, nope, I'm here. I don't like that. So let's see. It's a negative that so I cleared the map, but we are looking for we're trying to get someone FK FK49. Doesn't look like it's promising, but so this is where we're trying to reach. Doesn't look like it's I'm either hearing back from them or they're hearing me. So it was a long shot for my first one, but that's one of the ways to win this the FT8 off is to get a lot of DXs. So nothing from them. So I'm going to go over to that this one in Arizona. There we go. KR7DX in Yuma, Arizona. If those people were watching us yesterday, you might see how it looks familiar because I think I tried to make a contact with Lester yesterday as well. And there he is coming back. So it looks like we are going to be able to make a call in Arizona. I am hearing them on a -2. Ouch. They're queuing me on a -13. And there we made a contact. So my first contact was in way down there on the border of Arizona and California. So let's go for this Antigua. Let's see where FK88. Looks like we're going for one of the islands down here. Right there. 29, 25, 96. miles away. They're just finishing up a call with someone else. So let's see if they can hear me or not. Looks like they started talking to someone else, so they probably can't hear me. So and maybe this is why I lose. I go off after all the why I lose the FT8 offs because they go after all the uh, DX contacts and none of them can hear me. So let's go after people that usually can hear me, like this N7LD. N7LD in Las Vegas, Nevada. Another contact I believe I also got yesterday. And they are coming back. So it looks like we should be able to make a contact. And I am hearing them on a 7, and they are hearing me on a 7 as well. So that is a good, looks like it's a good contact. So that should be wrapping up. So let's start hunting for the next one. And so this next one is a NA6MG, Temple City, California. They're they're coming into me at a 10 and they are hearing me at a negative 13. Not good for that, but still they can hear me, so that is good. Ham Radio Dude, and I don't know if Temporary Online is still here, and NCT. Um, Something I was talking about last night is I am seeing my contacts here, but I am not seeing my location or any of the other contact, the QXX is the other calls that are coming in. Um, I am seeing them in and getting notifications and the pop-ups, but I am not seeing them on my map. So I don't know if I have a setting wrong. And we just finished up a contact there with Temple City, California. So let's see who we can get next. I haven't gotten an Asia one last night. Let's see if I can get this one in Japan. JA9BFN in Japan. They're coming into me at a negative 13, so it's a unlikely shot, but might as well try. Yeah, and I don't, Ham Radio Dude, I set it up on my Linux box, and I just opened it up and it was working, but it's not working with this one. And I don't know if it's a settings in my Windows 10 that I didn't do correctly, or the other difference between my Linux box and my Windows box is I am using the RC release candidate 1 for WSJTX. And I don't know, maybe WSJTX has a problem, has a bug in the release candidate that it is not that not all the information is getting passed correctly into wherever grid tracker picks it up. So going to the settings, and you want me to check center grid. Center grid. Yep, it is set correctly. And yeah, if you can, like the other thing, like right there, I can turn on my spots, and this is so this it puts my location correctly. So that's where I am, but it's not like these are the all the different calls that are coming in, but it's not showing them on my main map on this grid squares, and I'm getting losing track of timing or of what's going on with. Oh, Japan is calling back. Cool. They're coming back with also they were a 13 before, now they're a 17, and they're hearing me as a 13. Awesome. So it looks like I will be getting a contact with Japan. So I've made 4 contacts so far, all of them west of here. We have one out in Japan, way out here, and then we have 2 California and a Nevada. So, and this one looks familiar. We're going for W7OK, Olympia, Washington. And let's see what ham radio do. Okay. Um, ham radio do no, the MP at the end is not throwing it off. It is, it is, it knows to take it off. It knows to switch between a 4 and 6 digit, 4 and 6 character grid square. Um, and your other comment is third button on the top looks like a grid map. What happens if you click it once? It switches between the grid squares like like these yellow ones and push pins. So I want the grid squares. I want it like this. Um, and there we just made the contact with Washington. And let's see, Washington came in at they came in at at a +4, and they were only hearing me at a -5. So let's get back over here. And there is another DX. I'm going to go after YV5DRN, which is a Venezuela contact. See if I can get my first contact to the east of me. But it does not look like they are hearing. Okay. So I'm going to turn off my transmit for a cycle and just verify that I'm in a clean spot on the graph, that there's no one uh, stepping on me, and it looks like I am clear. Sure. You're welcome to jump on Ham Radio Dude and anyone else who is watching. I have the StreamYard link pinned to the top. You're welcome to click and join in. And it looks like someone else is trying to get the Venezuela contact, and they are not hearing either of us. So let's start hunting. I'm going to turn on transmit again, but let's hunt for someone else. So I am not seeing you seeing you jump in, joining StreamYards yet, Ham Radio Dude. So we are trying to make a connection with WB2REM, and they are coming back, and they are in Florida, Port St. Lucie, and I'm terrible pronouncing things. So I am hearing them at a 15, and they are hearing me at a 10. So it looks like we will be able to wrap that contact up. And
Hey,
hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me there, Ham Radio Dude?
yeah, I sure can. So, I thought it would just be easier for me to jump on and maybe we'll figure out this grid tracker thing. I've
Sure.
never really used this, but if you look on my screen,
Okay, let me switch. There.
and what you're going to see is probably okay. So I'm in orange, just right around Illinois, but I have all these purple ones that are showing up, which I'm assuming are stations that I'm receiving.
Yep. So the blue ones are the ones you're receiving. This one your location is in orange.
Okay.
So yeah, you have the legend down on the bottom corner.
Oh, yep, there you go. The one's calling CQ and everything. So if you go here, if you click on where to go, the clipboard and the trophy icon or the ribbon icon, I don't know what you want.
Yep.
Open call roster. Does this have anything to do with it? You see how I have CQ only checked?
Yep. So I have the 3 on the left column,
Okay.
none in the second column, the top 2 in the third column, and none in the. So it looks like I have the exact same checks that
It,
you
do,
do.
it does. Yeah, it does look like that. Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, I don't.
Let's see here. Yeah, they look identical. So that is interesting.
And as I said, it might, and all the struggling and wondering might just be a thing of the release candidate has a bug in it.
It could be the case. Let's see here. Bring up your screen again, if you would.
Sure. Uh, There.
Are you able to show me the grid tracker menu on the right hand side?
Oh, you want that menu?
Yeah. I'm just comparing a couple of things here real quick.
Oh, not a problem. Well, he looks at that. I'm going to look for my next contact. And it is going to be a really long shot, but I'm going to go after this
I got
guy.
it.
Okay.
So you see, I have everything gone now on my screen, but there's this data button on the map view filters. And if you hit it once, it'll show data, logbook, and live. So it'll show you. So on the right-hand side, about halfway down, it says data. You're close. Go down. Right there. Up. Right there. Down one.
Oh.
Right there. Now hit that. There you go.
Okay. Cool.
That's it. So you could actually show like your live view, or you could show whatever's in your logbook. I have nothing in my logbook right now. Or you could show logbook in live. So if I were to, go ahead.
I clear my logbook every session so that my log entries here are, so the log entries are kept up to date of, these are the ones I've contacted today. So I know.
Yeah, makes sense. So that's it. And that should take care of the issue.
Yep. Thank you very much. So yeah, now I know. I know what the problem is.
No, I was curious. I was curious myself. So that's cool. All right.
Yep. So now we can see I'm here in Nebraska, and my current contact is down here in Panama.
Oh, HP1CW or CDW?
Yes.
Let me try to make contact with him. Let's see. Well, it'll be a race to see who can get it first.
Yeah, they're just finishing up with KC9VFO, so we'll see if they can hear. I'm hearing them at a -21, so it's going to be a long shot for them to hear me, I think.
Okay, so
are you hearing them at all?
I got to fix a setting here.
Okay.
It's kind of that same thing. See, that speaker thing just happened to me too. So speakers USB 2, and then I probably have to reboot the software. Be just a second here.
Joseph, you are right. I did have noise reduction on, so I turned that off, and let's see how that changes my waterfall. And I also have...
Joseph is really smart about this kind of stuff. I don't know, it was like 3 weeks ago. He was like, "Hey, are you sure this, and that isn't?" I don't know if it was enabled or disabled. And sure enough, I looked at my radio and I'm like, "Yeah, he's right. Maybe it was time sync." He always knows what's going on if he sees the waterfall. And I don't have Panama anymore.
Yeah, I haven't heard him in a little while yet. So
nope, that's not right. So I still have some audio issues. So it's good that I'm. Oh yeah, I didn't select the right one still.
I'm going to switch over here to a little bit clearer part of the grid.
There it is.
And my audio settings got messed up.
Oh, again, huh?
Yeah. I just got the sound from WSJTX into my ear.
That might have been my computer. I was feeding it into the stream by mistake.
No, that was mine.
Okay.
I hit transmit, and it's like it goes into my ear, and I look on my the radio, and it's transmitting with no power out because
Yeah, the same thing happens to me. And typically, even if I go into the Windows settings and like just look at the settings, whatever it does, or even if I go to WSJTX and I look at the settings, every time I got to reboot. There's Panama again. Oh shoot, I'm actually in a conversation with somebody.
okay, so it is showing. So that's showing like it's supposed to be. So why is, let's see, unless I turn on my listening mode. Properties, listening, no. Okay, that should be good. So let's see, try this again. Okay, I guess we are back to the, let's reboot again. Not reboot, but restart the program again. Okay, so I have made a contact with W7OK.
I'm not going to get that guy. He's 22 below. Let's take a look at my waterfall. I don't have nearly as much on my waterfall as you do yours.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's my waterfall is pretty empty now.
let me take a look at it. Yeah, you're still doing better than me. But then again, that might be the choice of an end fed in the attic.
So I'm going after K7REK in Portland, Oregon. Let's see if we can make contact with him.
You see that splatter that you have on the lower side of your band in the waterfall?
Yeah, over here.
Yeah, I got the same splatter over here too. There's some guy just spewing out garbage.
Yeah.
Now, Joseph might know, but my guess is going to be something like that is because I wonder what causes that. And my thought is maybe he has his ALC. Would the ALC actually affect that?
He says start at 100 hertz.
Yeah. Move down to 100 hertz on there.
And I just finished up the contact with K7REK. So I have another contact in Oregon. So
Nice.
let's see who we're going after next.
I'll show you my waterfall for comparison.
Okay, here, let me do side by side.
Yeah, let me minimize this a little bit here. There we go. And then hold on just a second. Oh, I guess when I minimized it like that, it took away my waterfall.
Yeah, when you resize it, it clears it in
I guess we'll give it a couple minutes here.
yep.
Oh, cool. I guess I got KK7X.
I am going. What would be nice would be being able to, in Grid Tracker, click on like, oh, this one way up here in Canada, and just double click on it and automatically be able to have it pull up in WSJTX.
Oh, sure.
Too. So
let me
I'm trying. I'm going after that Panama again.
Oh yeah, there he is.
But I am in a noisy part of the. So I do not know if. Oh, they're coming back. So I'm actually hitting. They're responding. So
very, very nice. KF0CSJ.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing them at a -15. They're hearing me at a -18. So that's looking good. Should be able to wrap them up. And I don't. Yeah. And my call signs, I just have the default from call sign lookup, so I don't get. I haven't set up a QRZ account yet. So
gotcha.
I'm not. I can only do the U.S. contact, so I can't see the specifics about. And let me adjust this back again so you can see.
Yeah.
They're not hearing me on my response.
Could have been could be conditions. I'd try to shoot it to him a couple more times and see what happens.
I am going to move to another part of the band and see if that helps things.
There you go. And make sure you're still transmitting. Make sure your audio settings didn't get messed up again.
Yeah. Oh, yep. I'll keep an eye on my meter. Yep. Yeah, my power is still going out, so
good.
Okay, so I just moved up the band, so hopefully this is in a little clearer. Yep, there you go. So I just wrapped up Panama.
Yeah, so you see that garbage that I see as well, I'm sure. Actually, yours looks pretty clear on the waterfall. You can see down where I'm at about, I guess it'd be like 700 to 1,000. Somebody's just spewing out garbage there.
That's exactly that's right where I'm sitting now. I'm transmitting at
it's not
garbage.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was gonna say it's not you because it's been happening, but it's interesting to see like what is going on there. I wonder if I change something real quick here. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm transmitting at 753.
This was my fault. Yeah, I'm sitting here saying somebody's spitting out garbage. This was all my fault. Let me reset this here. So I had there's a shift on my radio, and the initial way I had WSJTX set up was with a 720 hertz shift, but I've recently changed some settings, and so now I have no shift. And it must have been when I changed the frequency, I didn't change that setting yet. So let's see if this looks any better here. Reset that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm at transmitting at 753. So and Joseph says he can help with that. It's not transmit. It's
Yeah.
on the receive because of filters.
That was all me. It was the shift that was throwing it off. So actually just looking at it now coming in, I don't have too much data, but you could definitely tell that it's already getting better. Let me make sure I don't have digital noise filtering on. I do not. That's good. Okay, so shift is at 0, width is at 3000. We're good now.
Okay, so someone in Discord in 9NKOP
Oh yeah.
just is asking about setting up FT8X. So I'm going to say join us on stream backyard practice this session, and we will help you. So let's see. Oh, actually, that is something that he's okay. NAKOP. Do you happen to have the settings for feeding into the scoreboard?
Yeah. Or are you
Because
talking to him?
no, it's the thing of I actually need that as well because
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
set
no
up on
problem.
my Linux box, but not my.
Yeah.
So I'm going to switch you to solo layout, so you can.
Yeah, no problem.
And then.
Okay, there we go. So I'm solo layout. And then if I just go to settings and I go over to reporting, this is the information here where it's the secondary UDP server for the FT8Off server, if you will.
Yep. So you have to enable log contact to ADF broadcast, and then the IP address is 3.22.55.64, and then switch the port to 2238. Yep. And there we go. So, okay, sounds good. So
All right,
that's set
cool.
up.
So now you'll log a contact, and when you log a contact, you can jump over to that server, and you can actually see that it's working correctly. I can get you the server address in just a moment.
Okay, I'll actually just make a note. I'll send Dan a message in a little bit on.
Yeah, I could check too. Let's see here. So here's Brazil. We'll try it from Brazil.
So now that I have that, actually get back to focus on things. I am trying to make a contact with NA6MG and Temple City. I already made a contact with them. So I'm gonna turn off transmitting. They're responding, so I'll be nice and finish up. But yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so making a double contact.
All right, and I have the verification page up for Dan's servers. So when you do log a contact, I'll be able to tell.
Okay. Does he? Is it displaying the numbers yet, or is he in countdown mode for the FT8Off for tonight?
Let's see. Oh shoot! I didn't do the numbers for this week yet for who won, so I got to go do that in a minute. But no, yeah, right now it does show the scores for last week.
Okay.
And then I'm glad I came on here because now I remembered that. But if you go to the bottom of the score page here, I'll send you guys a link. I'll put it in StreamYard for you.
Okay, sounds good.
And if you go to the bottom of that page I just linked you to, there's a in the footer, it's called Packet Check. And if you click on Packet Check, it'll tell you whether or not your record was received. I'll wait to make sure that it worked for you.
And I transferred it over into the YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
So, and there, for those, just for those looking. So, I think this is the one I tried before. Yeah, this is a Venezuelan one. Let's try them again. So, I'm not getting anything with them. So let's try this other DX contact. It's not DX, or it is a DX, but it is not foreign. So I do have this call sign. It is KL7EC in Wasilla, Alaska.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. I've actually been in Wasilla, Alaska before. So
I've never been up that way. That's
yeah, we're trying to get all the way up here to Wasilla.
I'm going to check my 40 real quick here. See how 40 looks. Oh, yeah, 40's way better. I can tell you already.
Yeah, that's a question. Like when I did my GS8 call stream on Tuesday. It was at like 7 o'clock, and gray line had passed, and I only had my 20-meter antenna, and it's like, yikes, this is not working good, and so I wasn't able to hear anything. Thankfully, Dan and a couple other people got online, and I was able to share their screens.
Joseph says that KL7EC is Jeremy from Parks on the Air.
Oh, nice.
Here's a ZB2 call. I've never seen that before. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. ZB2. I'm gonna guess before I look it up, and I'm gonna say South Africa. See, I don't know. I was way off.
Here, wow. let me switch to a solo. Is that a little better, Joseph? Is that a little bit better for reading screens? I just went to solo mode, so just sharing my own screen at the moment.
When I said ZB2 call and I said Africa, I think I said South Africa, but it is pretty close to Africa, so maybe that's why I thought it was. I got the ZB2 call I'm trying to get right now, and it's nearly on the most southern tip of Spain, just right near Morocco. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see if I get it though, because he's negative 21. There's a very good possibility by the time I reach him, he's going to fade out.
So I'm going to go after this VE7GEL contact instead. See if I can get them there just on the border in British Columbia.
Dang, he's gone. Oh well, it was cool to see it.
Yeah. So this person, this one right here in the middle of the Atlantic, I believe I picked them up. I picked someone up on those islands yesterday.
I've
So
gotten
that
them
may
a
be
few times. What island is it? Do you remember? Yeah, I'll take a look. Maps.google.com. I've gotten them before. I don't think that's Guernsey, but let's see.
I am not the Azores.
Oh, yeah.
Azores.
Oh, okay. Yep. It's a region of Portugal.
Okay. And there, Canada just finished up the contact with someone else, and they heard me. They are coming into me at a +3, and they are hearing me on a +1. So that's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, I got some Canada coming in now too. So that's, I guess, the way the conditions are going to kind of start moving. But Victor Alpha 1, Romeo, Juliet, Romeo.
And there is the contact.
Joseph says there's a lot of hams in the Azores.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool for such, well, I guess they're not really small islands. Yeah, well, actually, I'm on 40 and I'm seeing Canada. So I guess that's actually not uncommon. I forgot I moved over to 40. Well, cool. Glad to know everything seems to be working. I'll give it a second more here. And then I got to go do the numbers for the last week's FT8Off. Otherwise, TO will have a fit. Ain't that right, TO? Oh, here I got Canada, so better say.
I'm trying to get that Venezuela contact again.
Nice.
Well, it'll be nice if I get them.
Are you going to be in a static location for tonight, or like I know sometimes you travel? Like that one day, weren't you like on the interstate?
I'm parked. I'm parked till tomorrow. Then I'll be
Nice.
driving again. So I'm just
Nice.
so I set up I have my ham sticks, and one of the things I needed to do with my 40 meters is put up a bunch of radials. So
Yeah.
for some reason, my huge van isn't enough of and my solar panels on top isn't enough of a ground plane. I need to have more radials off the back. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting of taking up when I do hit the road again, taking them all down, trying to wrap them up so they don't get all tangled, and then setting them up when I park again.
I got you. Cool. Well, I just logged in our Canada. Actually, let me check the FT8 packets just to make sure that you're going into Dan's server. Then I got to take off.
Okay, sounds good.
And yes, you're in there now. KF0CSJVE7GEL. So you're set to go. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll use this. I don't know. I still don't know. I might switch over to my Linux box.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we'll see you
Yep.
tonight. We'll see you tonight after, well, to conclude Thursday night ham radio. And
Yep.
I'm glad you got everything working.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your help figuring that data, showing the data line. So the
It was
data display.
no problem. It was bugging me too. So we'll talk to you later, bud.
Yep. Take care. And if anyone wants to join us, and if I can find my screen, I have pinned the link up on top. So if anyone wants to join us, they can click on the StreamYard link and join the live call. And it does not look, I'm getting sidetracked. It does not look like I'm being able to get that Venezuela contact. So let's find someone else. Have I made a contact with them? It doesn't look like it. So one thing with my logbook, I do have it sorted by station, so that way it's easier to find which stations I've uh, made contacts with. So I'm going to try this W6 QO in Gilbert, Arizona. Let's see if we can make contact with them. Looks like they are in the middle of another call right now, but let's see if we can get them once they wrap up. So see what we have there. Oh, that doesn't look good. Looks like someone's coursing in on my signal. So I'm gonna move over here a moment. So let's see if we can make contact with them. Doesn't look like it. So let's go for another one. Oh, they finally came back. So and that I don't know why it does that, but it's sending a partial. It started at 35, so that isn't a full signal. So let's see next time around. Nope, they did get it. So we are all good, and we made a contact in Arizona. So let's try this W6JLV in Crescent City, California. And it looks like Anime has joined us. Drive safely, Anime. And if you want, you are welcome to, when you get home, you are welcome to join us. And I know you don't have an HF radio, but you're welcome to join us, and you can chat and talk about what you are what HF rigs you're interested in and what your experiences are so far. So, Anime, I don't know, you probably heard me yesterday talking about that the squares weren't showing up. Ham Radio Dude was on earlier, and he noticed that the problem was the setting over here in data, the data filter was set only to logbook. So it was only showing my logbook. So I now have it set to data and the logbook and to live. And I want that just a hair there. So and ah, and my WSJX just blew up on me. So let me restart that a moment. So they were responding to me. So let's see if I can quickly finish that up. Okay, I am hearing them at a -21. They are hearing me at a +7. I'm wondering if they are doing what their power level is. If they're doing if with that, that's very rare that I am getting heard so well and hearing them so poorly. And I am, looks like I was in a crowd, someone started stepping over me. So I'm going to move my signal a minute. Maybe that will help him be able to hear me. Ah, they are not able to hear me, even though I'm coming through as a +7. I'm wondering if hoping to make contact with them. Okay, yep, they're coming through. So yeah, it's sometimes it is. So and there we go. We finally, that was a long-winded, but we finally got that contact up there in Northern California. So let's try this one. KA6S in Fremont, California. And temporary offline is back. I have one more hour before Thursday night ham radio starts, correct? Temporary offline. So let's see. It looks like we are hearing back from California. So it looks like this will be our third contact in California. Yep, we have a Northern California, a Central California, and then Southern California. And I believe this one is Arizona. Yep, 1 hour to go. I don't know. Tio, do you have openings on Monday Night Ham Radio for anime to put a video in? Let's see if I can make another Japan contact. JF1OCQ. Looks like I'm not the only one trying to go over there and get a contact in Japan. Looks like there's a bunch of people. So I have made one contact with Japan today. So let's see if I can make another one. looks like they are talking to N0LLH. So I'm going to send one more, and then I'm going to try to find someone else. So I'm going to go after this 7E, sorry, VE7 IKX in California. Sounds good, anime. Yes, you're welcome on Discord, and we will. We look forward to the good material that you have waiting for the Monday and Thursday night ham radio nights. And it looks like we are hearing back from California or from Canada. It looks like they are coming into me with a -3, and and I'm hearing them at a -4. And Japan is also coming back to me. So I'm going to try to wrap up Canada and then get Japan as well. Now I'm getting all these good DX contacts. What are you going to say when the actual FT8Off comes around and I don't get any of them? So we finished up with Canada, and now let's wrap up. Let's switch over and see if we can wrap up the Japanese JF10CQ, and they came with. I'm hearing them with a -14, and they're hearing me with a -16. So not too much, not too bad. So I've gotten two contacts, both in two Canadian contacts today, both in British Columbia. And it looks like in the meantime, we have the Japanese station went to someone else. So, okay, N4SFC. You do not have a mic connected, so I cannot add you to the stream yet. Hey, Steve. Yeah, I see you in the waiting room, but I do not see you don't have a mic, so I can't add you yet. Oh, of course. Yes, you're going to laugh at me when I can't get any DX contacts because I use them all up now. Yep, I'll probably be at the bottom with Carlos, but we'll see. That is why I have all this morning and this afternoon I was tuning up my ham sticks. So in theory I can switch them out, but we will see because with it being so late, I don't know if 17 or 20 are going to be any good. So I might be stuck with a single my 40, and I don't have anything on 80. So We will see. Okay, so I sent, there's a bunch of stuff from, so I'm going to stop transmitting to Japan. And I'm going to try to see if I can get this Cuba. So we have this Cuba here. There is another Cuba down there. We'll see. We will see what we can get. Ah, and I just moved my laptop and my WJX, the connection to my radio dropped. So one one option for a variant on the FT8Off would be a CQ only night. A night where you cannot actually pick stations. You can only call CQ and only deal with the only get contacts by them actually responding to you. That would be I think that would be an interesting interesting variant or an interesting contest. So Cuba just wrapped up a call with someone else. So let's see if I can squeeze in and get a contact. Okay, sounds good, Steve. Yeah, I'm hearing them at hearing Cuba at a -9, but it doesn't look like they're able to hear me at all. My looking at the graph, it looks like the area is clear, so we should be good. Yeah. Okay, they're not hearing me. So I'm going to try this KR7DX. And I already had someone from Yuma. It was W7BEM, I think. Who did I have from DM22? Oh, I did have I already did have them. Yeah, I thought they were familiar. So let's see. We finished up them. Let's see who else is out there. Let's try this one. It is W1HQL in Homestead, Florida. Hello, Andy. And I have been going for about an hour and a half. And so far, I have three, 6, 9, 13, with 4 of them being outside the United States, 2 in Canada, 1 in Panama, and 1 in Japan. Nope, I didn't want to do that. That's I wanted to do this. That's where I wanted to do. So I'm trying to get another Florida at the moment. And they're currently wrapping up for someone else. So let's see if they respond to me once they're done. And it is not looking like they are. So actually, it looks like they are getting stepped on by someone else. I am going to try to make a Brazil contact. So just keeping an eye on my waterfall over here. It looks like I'm in a clear area, so we will see. So they are, Brazil is making a contact with HC. They are making a contact with HCILM or NM. So we will see if we can make a contact once they are done. So they just wrapping up. So this is, I'm going to do this as my last transmission to them. Oh, and someone's doing CW. There is some CW in there. Okay, 6, done. Let's try this one. N6FBL. N6FBL in Granada Hills, California. So just for, sometimes I like to look at this, at the spots. And California is getting back. So it looks like we are able to make a contact. I was hearing them at a -18. They are hearing me at a -6. And why are spots not showing up? I don't know. For some reason, spots aren't showing up, but we made a contact. So we have another one in Southern California. Uh, so we are trying to reach WT8P, and I am not even going to pronounce that city, in Washington. See if we can get them. And I'm going to go after FT8Off in Mexico. Also in the same DM22 that my last California was in. So hopefully, right down here, DM22. So let's see if we can pick them up. I have not, besides a couple in Florida, I have not gotten anyone on the eastern seaboard. So that's last time I got a couple of I got a couple out east. So they wrapped up with N7 VDL, but they are not responding back. So but yeah, they're in a very, there we go. No, that is someone, that is that is a Washington finally getting back to me. So I'm hearing them at a -1. They are hearing me at a +1. So yep. So I just saw this PJ2M8N. And just wanted to get them on my screen before before I lose them in this band activity. So we did finish up with the all the one animate all the ones in red here are that are the ones that actually are responding to me and are using my call sign. So that is why. So that is where it's I can pull them out easier. And so I'm going to try this Kraka, or I don't know how to pronounce that again. Looks like it is in an island. Oh, correct. Yeah, in an island just off of Venezuela, and they are responding to me. So this looks good. I should be able to finish it up. So I'm hearing them at a +2. They are hearing me at a -7. So not too bad. Yeah, it is not on the graph itself. It is on this the band frequency and activity. And just because I'm a sucker for DX and my long contacts, I am gonna try to go after LU2BN in Argentina. Way down here in Argentina is where I'm trying to get the long ones. And they doesn't look like they're responding. So let's go after another one in Suriname. P72YT. See if we can get them in Suriname. It's another. Argentina was a -20 and this is a -21. So it's gonna be, it'll probably be a difficult. Yeah, I'm seeing what we can do. Seeing what we can do with the gray line. That's what I am afraid of, that it's not that when we do our FT8 off, that I have 4 antennas tuned. Unfortunately, I think the only one that might be good is going to be my 40 meter. So they are talking to K1RV. So they're wrapping up with K1RV, and let's see if see what we can do for um, see if they'll respond to us once they get done. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. But I thought I was planning on having an 80 and a 40 set up, but unfortunately, 2/3 of my 80 disappeared as I was traveling. So I currently only have a 40 is my highest band. And we are not hearing anything back from Suriname. So and one thing I want to do is anything that's DX. They have new, but anything that's DX, I want to see if, and it is not, unfortunately, that is not an option to do. It only does new DX. It does not do, So let's go after this one instead. Unless, is that the Mexico that I already got? Nope. XE2AFL. Right there in Mexico. I am hearing them at a -1, -6. So let's see if they can hear me. Hi, Dan. And let's catch up on some. So yeah, Steve setting up for all bands. Uh, Anime, yes, as a tech, you can do FT8 on 10.6.2. I don't know, depending on your area, 2 might not be too isn't too likely, but 6 and 10 are most definitely options. Dan, um, any updates to any updates and new features on the um, stats page for the FT8Off? And Dan also looks like he was working on it. Today's been the day to work on antennas, it looks like. And the Mexico is not hearing me, so let's go find someone else. I'm going to go after this Brazil. Way down here. Oh, this one inside. I got one over here before. So this one is first one in the interior of Brazil. PD5DZ. But yeah, I will look at um, some of the importing work um, tomorrow. Today, or actually tomorrow's probably it'll probably be Saturday. Um, Today was pretty much taken by working on antennas. And how do I check my time sync? Is that what Tune does? I am I am transmitting on the 45, 15 and 45. No, sorry, I'm listening on the 45. I'm transmitting on the 0 on the 30. I am in Windows 10 currently. Okay, they're responding. So I'm hearing them at a -12. They are hearing me at a -13. So not too bad. But if you look at where I'm receiving, there's a whole bunch of noise over there. So, but it looks like we just made the contact. So we just wrapped it up. Oh, and the frequency. Um, I'm transmitting at 1090, 1089. And yeah, I might be, it looks like I'm transmitting right in the middle of two, probably in the middle of two. But it's an open spot, so it doesn't look like I'm actually messing anyone up. PF. So let's try another Brazil. PY2IQ. PY2I2, yeah, PY2IQ is down here on the ocean side. See if we can make contact with them as well. Zero or 50? Okay. Yeah, Steve, that's the same thing that I do is I don't I don't I have my whole transmit frequency set and I just find an open spot and sort of leave it there. But yeah, I can move up to the even 1100 transmit. There we go. So, ouch. I am hearing them at -9. They are hearing me at a -17. So I'm way down in the dirt on that one for them. But it looks like we can make the contact. So ah, someone's someone's coming in right there, right by me. So I'm gonna go one more time, and then I think I'm gonna move down a little bit. Nope, they're not. They're calling CQ again. So I'm gonna move up. move up to the 1705. See if we can finish this contact. Okay, yep, we just wrapped up. So I've gotten to Brazil today. So I'm trying to get K7UIN in Portland, Oregon. See if we can get that. Well, it looks like someone else is also trying to get them. Nope, they're coming back to me, so. Yeah, I'm clear, but looks like where they're transmitting is not as clear. Animate, it does, in this format, they do not, I cannot see what they have of radio or antenna. Sometimes on PSK Reporter, you can see it sends the antenna information. Did that get into my logs? Okay. Why is it not? Did I miss the? Looks like I might have missed the report, the login of it. Nope, there it is. K7UIN. Let's try this one. Another one in California. N3JF in Asal. I'm not going to pronounce that. Somewhere in California. It is in. Just a moment, and we'll. There we go. It is in Southern California. They are in Southern California. And I am hearing them at a -19. They are hearing me at a -3. So they're hearing me very, they're hearing me better than I'm hearing them. And let's see, temporary offline is telling me to, reminding me that people are going to start the Thursday night ham radio. So I need to wrap things up shortly. So I'll be wrapping things up momentarily. Um, Yep. And yeah, a lot of it is just taking what you have and just putting it up in the air. So this is the playlist for, so I just pinned to the top the playlist for Thursday Night Ham Radio. So that is where we are going to be momentarily. And let's see, and I just, and did I lose that contact? Nope, I got it. So with that last contact, I am going to call it a night. Thank you for everyone for joining me, and we will I will be on the FT8 Off in a few hours. Take care.